Imagine what I did to my friends in Milan. 2K and I missed the button on my plans. Friends like alone, I'm not thinking that it did. Only high key, we have left it in place. Like, ooh, I saw on all these things. Like, ooh, yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Adrian if you are new here. So I am in New York with my grandma. The funny thing about this is earlier in this year, like around January, maybe like December, I remember vividly feeling like it would be nice to go to New York. And this is the thing about being in alignment in life. I'm in New York. It's May and I am in New York, and this was not planned around the time when I was feeling like it would be nice to go to New York. And prior to that, I wasn't really having, you know, those feelings or anything. Never been here so far. Love it. It is so different, but it is still so nice. So I'm going to be here and exploring. If you watch my channel or if you know me, I love traveling. I've been in my travel era. I mean, I probably will be traveling all my life, but I just really been in travel mode. And so we are here for New York. So we just got in from the airport not too long ago, and we just been lounging around a little bit. We are about to go get some food. This hotel is by a lot of nice stores, some nice restaurants and everything. After we go eat, we'll probably just today just go see a Broadway show. We're supposed to be going to see Hell's Kitchen, which if you're not familiar with it, I don't know too much about it, but I've heard a little bit about it. And it's supposed to be based off of Alicia Keys, I guess, her life. So I saw those tickets are up. I did want to go see The Lion King because that is my movie. I love The Lion King, but my grandma told her coworker, and her coworker, I guess, was laughing at me and like making fun of everything. I don't care. I still love that movie, but I just feel like that's probably not like the thing to see here in New York right now. So probably will end up going to see Hell's Kitchen, and then the real exploration will be tomorrow. So I am going to give you guys a quick tour of the hotel room. Y'all, this hotel room is so nice. It looks so good, and it's giving luxury. Okay, it's definitely giving luxury which I love. So I'm gonna give you a quick tour of that, and then I will check back in with you guys probably when we're on the New York streets headed to the restaurant. I just wanted to go ahead and get this travel vlog started and, you know, get everything going. Alright y'all, before we move on to the rest of the vlog, let's get into this cute little room tour. I love that when I walked in the room, the first thing I saw was that it had decor, but it didn't feel cluttered, and it felt kind of simple but still creative. Definitely was given that New York feel. As you may know, not all hotel rooms have the bedroom ducked off. Sometimes it's just one big room with the bathroom attached. So I really love that the bedroom was separate from like a little living room area. And then this is the bathroom. Love the shower. Love that the toilet is in its own little area. Now, sometimes when I'm tired, I just start doing stuff. So I just be doing random dances in the mirror, which is what you see. And look at this huge tub. I love how big this tub was, but I'm not even gonna lie. When I stay out of town, I do not use the tubs. In my mind, it's just 1,000,005 germs still left in the tub, even after they cleaned it probably like however many times. But anyway, back to my number one favorite thing of this room. It is these blinds, these shades. I love how they just go up when you want them to go up. You just press the button. I was feeling all fancy and stuff, like I needed to call a butler or something. But yes, that's my favorite part of the room. And then I love that they have this closet that had an extra umbrella, which you will see. I actually ended up needing this umbrella. And then there's robes in there. I didn't use the robe, not for any reason, but I guess I didn't really have time to relax, you guys. And then extra bonus points for the hotel for having an espresso machine, which I used a couple of times, and it was so good. It was better than regular coffee. This hotel room had an extra bathroom for visitors. If you have somebody over, you can direct them right over there to that bathroom. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and jump back into the vlog. All right, you guys, so we're about to go get something to eat. Huh? So we just finished eating. We came to this pharmacy across the street to pick up stuff like water and soda and stuff to have in the room. So I'm just the type of person, I like to have those things on deck when I travel, so I don't have to worry about trying to find a place that has it or trying to order stuff like that. Get a Sprite. Hey y'all, so I'm back at the hotel. I just changed into this two-piece outfit I got from Nordstrom Rack not too long ago, and I'm gonna put on these boots. We are about to go to Broadway, so yeah, I just wanted to change from the airport outfit to go see Broadway. We literally probably should be leaving in probably like the next 10 to 15 minutes. So as far as the food, the restaurant we ended up eating at, I believe it's called Jams. I'm not gonna lie, my steak was amazing. I just got steak and asparagus, but normally when I like to go eat at a restaurant, I kind of like, I guess, a different variety of foods, and I don't feel like that restaurant was something that I normally would just jump and go to, but the steak ended up turning out really good, so I was really happy about my steak. The atmosphere, definitely aesthetic, definitely looks nice and everything, and still has that New York feel, and you still have kind of like the New York street view, so I like that about the restaurant. I just kind of feel like it's one of those restaurants that is like, if it's your speed, it's your speed. If it's not, it's not. We were just hungry, and that was the next place that we saw, so we ended up eating there. But overall, it was a cute little vibe. But anyway, after that, ended up over at I guess, I don't know if it's Walgreens. Our Walgreens is kind of partner with the store, and just got some water. I got a Sprite, and then I got me some chips. Just in case, you know, like when you're out of town and sometimes you don't know how you'll find food or when you'll get food. So I just got me some chips just in case. And yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. I am not going to really worry about doing any makeup or anything. And y'all, I love this bob, okay? But we gotta go, y'all, so I will check in either when we get back or maybe in the morning. I feel like if nothing super exciting happens tonight, then I'll just check in the morning, because tomorrow is supposed to be a day with a pretty big itinerary. So yes.
We put in strings like maestros, walk tight ropes with both eyes eyes closed. Big bully on the micro. Cut your excess like lipo. Want smoke with us, you might show. Boss talk for my dialogues. It's a celebration with a pyro. Head on the grind, it's been a long ride. 4 years and counting still arrived on time. Told my mama we gon' be alright. Told my brothers you shine, we shine. Know your success won't dim my light. Know that we bless every day we alive. Put doubt as the rest, see the shoes ain't mine. Living by true words, I will survive. Face my fears, embrace my people. Stay real in a room full of evil. Rather be me than another feel ego. Go ape like Keith and Ego. Shooting for the stars and I'm coming with clips. Lord willing, I'ma take that risk. Ninth inning, I'ma make that hit. Got a chip on my shoulder and I'm cashing it in. We do it major, you micro. We pulling strings like maestros. Walk tight roads with both eyes closed. Big bully on the micro. Cut your excess like lipo. Want smoke with us, you might choke. Boss talk for my dialogues. It's a celebration with a pyro. Never ask for no handouts, just wanna respect and fat mouse. Karma collects those dodging debts, so I took the road that they travel less. John T. Porter, I bet on myself. Need me, my fix accumulated my wealth. Obtuse fellas get acute with the angles. Bad news bearer, hit 'em with a boo hammer. I ain't with a BS, believe that. I done cracked the code and I ain't talking no CS. They don't wanna see us loud and clear. Though we said no losers, who allowed them here? Coming for the top, had to remind me.
Good morning, you guys. So it is the next morning. Y'all, that Broadway show was really good. I honestly didn't really have, not saying I didn't have any expectations like to sound negative. I just honestly had heard about it recently, and so I didn't really do too much deep diving into the Broadway play. And obviously those shows are not supposed to be filmed and stuff, so I couldn't like see a preview. I guess I don't know if there's any previews out there. Long story short, I just did not bother to do any big research. I just knew it was supposed to be based off of Alicia Keys, and she had something to do with the production of it. But let me tell you, that was such a good show. I do sometimes like to go see shows and stuff, but that's not like something I have to do. That's not something that I guess is like a big part of my life, but it was definitely something that I didn't regret going and seeing. And I just felt like it was really good. I felt like it was a good story that was told. I don't know if that's 100% her story, but it seemed like it. I mean, the way it was written really well. The actresses and actors did really well. And Tank was in the Broadway show. So I sometimes feel like it's weird seeing artists that have sang songs and stuff just out of nowhere, like be on Broadway and like stuff like that. It's a big accomplishment, but I guess it's just me learning to navigate. Well, not that it matters, you know. But it's just like seeing them go from one thing to the next just is so interesting to me. But yes, I feel like that was definitely worth going and seeing. And actually, while the play was going, it was like more and more songs kept coming by Alicia Keys, and I was like, I didn't even realize how many songs that Alicia Keys wrote that I actually knew. It's a couple of songs that my music Apple play here and there by Alicia Keys, but I haven't heard a lot of her songs in a while, so I was just like, wow, I didn't even know I knew this many Alicia Keys songs. And it reminded me of when I was little, I used to have a CD player, and I had all the CDs. Like I vividly remember this. I had Alicia Keys CD. It was the one where it was kind of like brown and white. I believe she had her hair braided back, and then part of it was like piano. So I had that album. Yeah, I probably was like maybe like 9, 10, maybe a little younger, maybe like a year or two older. What business did I have having all these CDs? I had Alicia Keys, I had Beyonce, I had Mariah Carey, I had Britney Spears, I had J-Lo. I probably had like Destiny's Child. I don't vividly remember that, but all the others I vividly remember. Y'all, I had all the CDs. I was that girl, okay? Even back then. I had all the CDs, and yeah, I used to listen to my CDs. That's how I know a lot of songs like R&B and, you know, the women artists from back in the day. That's how I know a lot of those songs. I used to wear out that Beyonce, that J-Lo, and I'm Mariah Carey. I feel like I have more CDs, but I don't know if that was me or my sister had Mario's CD. I think that was my sister. She used to love him from that song, Let Me Love You. So yeah, anyway, y'all, so I don't want to spend too much time talking, but I did want to fill y'all in on that. I think my grandma liked the show. We ended up walking all the way to the show, which it wasn't really a bad walk, to be honest. We got to walk through Times Square and all of that. And you know how I love my grandma, okay? Don't get it twisted. But you know how sometimes when people get older, they just don't care what they say. First of all, the tickets I bought, my grandma did not want to sit high up in the air. And so she went and talked to the manager, and he got us some nice seats down at the front. So that was that. We were still kind of in the back, but it still was a really good view. And then also my grandma. So we're sitting down in our seats, and there was, a smell coming from somebody or somewhere. But I am a person who, although I would prefer not to smell smells, I understand that the human body just sometimes. I mean, granted, there is such thing as, good hygiene. But I used to work around people, so I understand that the human body has different smells and different things. Maybe a person just had a bad day. Maybe they just ate something bad. Maybe, I don't know, they were sweating a little bit too much. I just feel like as long as it's not like an all the time occurring thing, give people grace. Even if it is, you just stay away from them. But obviously we were in a public place. My grandma was like, one of these ladies stink. And all I could do was just be like, because I am not trying to be up in New York in this theater, fighting because you done said something, okay? But last night was pretty good. We actually ended up walking back afterwards. So let's talk about today. So I wanted to go get some coffee. I saw Ralph's Coffee, so I am going to, I believe, Uber to Ralph's Coffee. Google Maps said it will take me 45 minutes for a 2-mile walk, so I don't understand that. And I need to get another phone charger because last night my phone charger, like the metal piece, disconnected from the cord. And it's just honestly time. I had got that charger from Marshall's, and I love it because it's long and it's pink. But it's just time for, probably time for a new one. And that just taught me that I probably should pack an extra cord whenever I travel, especially if I'm going out of the country, because if I was somewhere out of the country, I don't know where I probably would have been able to go to get another phone charger. So I might start making that a habit. Maybe you can make that a travel tip too. It's probably not as big of a deal if you're traveling in the States, but certain places don't always have cell phones and don't always use cell phones. Like if you have been privileged or blessed to be able to have, cell phones like we do here. So yeah. Anyway, so Ralph's Coffee, hopefully their coffee and everything is good. I'm sure, because it's supposed to be like, a spot, a touristy spot. And then I want to go to the Brooklyn Bridge. It is raining well, it's not raining, but it is kind of raining right now. So if it stops raining, then I'm going to head to the Brooklyn Bridge. The good thing about that is that because it's raining, maybe it won't be a lot of people out there. And then the day is just gonna go from there. Me and my grandma do have reservations to go eat at the restaurant at Tiffany here. So the Blue Box Cafe, and it's not far from our hotel. I did want to go see the Louis Vuitton here. Okay, honey. I did want to go see that. So I'll fit that in. And then Central Park is not far from here. So I don't know if I'll be able to do all that in the timing, but we're just gonna see. You guys, people are literally staring inside of this hotel room over there at work. Like you can literally see inside these windows. So I don't really know how to feel about that, but I want my window open. Okay, y'all, so I'm done getting ready. I have on this jumpsuit from Amazon. It's really cute. So I just felt like this color would look nice in New York. So I'm just gonna be wearing this. Give you a good little view. Okay. And the bob is given, okay? I just put a little couple bumps and curls in it. And yeah, so I'm about to head out. I'm gonna just be wearing my black Tory Burch bag and then the boots I wore yesterday. You know, this is New York, so I don't care about, you know, I normally like to wear slacks and sandals and stuff like that, but walking out here on these streets, I'm gonna have on my boot, okay? All right, y'all, I was starting to sweat. If you watch my videos, you know that's just a part of me getting ready. I just be sweating, running around, and doing stuff. So, yes, I'm about to head out. I need to actually put in for the Lyft driver to come pick me up. So I'm just gonna walk. It's showing up as like a 22-minute walk, so I'm gonna walk. I just took my umbrella out the room. Well, this is the umbrella that came with the room. And I'll just carry it with me and I can Uber back if I need to. Hello you guys, y'all hair is all messed up, but anyway, I am currently in Central Park. I just wanted to see, you know, what Central Park looked like and just check it out. I ended up walking to Ralph's in the pouring rain. So yes, I knew it was raining, but when I was leaving the hotel, it looked like the rain would stop. It looked like it was over. So I'm just thinking in my mind, I have an umbrella in case it does start again, but let me just go ahead and walk to Ralph's because the time went down to like 20 minutes and it was only like 2 miles from the hotel. So soon as I left the hotel and started walking, y'all, it started raining again. So I was already en route. I was like, I'm just gonna chug this out. My hair is gonna have to get messed up and everything. But anyway, the trip to Ralph's was definitely worth it. Y'all, that coffee was so good. And you know, some places that are like really popular, whether it's for the name or whatever, it's not always good. That coffee was good. I had an iced vanilla latte, and honestly, I wouldn't mind going back before leaving to actually eat inside of Ralph's or get a coffee inside of Ralph's. I did not know that once you go in and purchase a coffee like to go, I didn't know you couldn't just sit in there and drink your coffee. So you have to actually get a table if you want to sit in there and order from the menu on the table. But other than that, you guys, I'm going to try to find me an Uber back to the hotel while it is pouring down raining again, and then go from there. Central Park is cute. You know, I don't think I'm looking at the part that is famous like in the movies and stuff, but Central Park is cute. New York is cute. I did not expect New York to be this cute. And I feel like a lot of times people talk bad about like New York, but to me New York is cute. I like the people here. I know some people may say they're not really friendly, but I don't agree with that. I just feel like the people here are focused and trying to get to where they're going, and I be like that. But overall, I'm really enjoying New York. But y'all, I'm gonna check back in once I get back to the hotel. I'm gonna find something to do, okay? When I'm out of town, I like to explore, and the rain is not gonna stop me. But I do have the Blue Box Cafe reservation at 3:45, so I'm for sure not going to miss that. But yes, y'all, so far New York is cute. Ralph's was really cute. Definitely worth it. That coffee was good, y'all. I definitely would recommend. I know it's like a popular place, it's like big on social media, but honestly I really enjoyed going there, and everybody was nice inside of Ralph's to me, and it's giving luxury. All right. Okay, y'all, I will check in later. Hey girl. She said no. Okay. Hey girl.
He's looking for a carrot.
Oh, a carrot. Aw. Aw, look at her. Hey Bella. Hey Bella girl. Alright. No girl, you hungry? No. Alright, bye Bella. Bye Bella. Bye Bella girl. Hey y'all, so I'm back at the hotel. I just fixed my hair again and I'm about to head out. I'm about to go to Summit 1 at Vanderbilt. It's supposed to be this immersive experience with nice views of the city. So I didn't really do much as far as like dress. I'm gonna keep the same thing I have on, but I need to hurry there because we have these Blue Box Cafe reservations and I wasn't able to make them earlier so that I can go to this later. So I'm just gonna fit in what I can get done now. Hopefully it shouldn't take me more than 2 hours. It is 1:22. I have some time. I just didn't want to waste the time that I have right now, you know, just sitting in a hotel room. So I'm gonna make the most of it, but I'm excited about this place. So I'm about to get ready to head out and I will see you guys. I think I'm gonna truly take an Uber this time there. Hello. Not me going the wrong way. I gotta go right back up. We are here, guys, at the Summit 1 Vanderbilt.
You're stuck with me. Alright, hello.
flashing lights show inside. You guys okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Once you go up a level, you can't come back down. So you have to spend time in each floor as much as you want. You have all day.
Yeah.
So whatever time you want to decide to spend it, that's your choice.
Okay.
So
no rush.
the elevator will take us.
You can't
Come back to. Where's the something to get a water or a Coke?
That's 93 floor.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Wow.
You scared?
No, I just wow. This is wow. This is terrific. Have you been here before?
No.
We gon' talk every day. We gon' talk every day. We gon' talk every day. Yeah. No. We gon' talk every day. We gon' talk every day. We gon' talk every day. Yeah. Imagine what I did to my friends in Milan. 2K enemies the busting on my plans. Friends like alone, I'm not taking any chance. Only high key, we have blessings in face like who? Eyes on all the things like who? Standing all the way, that's cool. Side niggas ever think I'm a fool, but I'm listening to you. Picking pieces from my life that remain. I can't explain all the problems that I face. Thousand hates and I'm steady on my face. On the fuck mic, I'm expressing my rage. I'ma ride on, I'ma live long like a King Kong. I'ma stand strong. Don't know what I did wrong, but this shit so long. I go to the upside trying to get me down. I don't like your hustle, I ain't like me now. They lost in the game, so they're trying to get me out. I don't know what you talk about me now. No. History. When I stop the stage, making history. When I'm gone, man, I'm going, y'all gon' miss me. I don't know what to do. Imagine what I did to my friends in Milan. 2K enemies the busting on my plans. Friends like alone, I'm not taking any chance. Only high key, we have blessings in place like who? Eyes on all the things like who? Standing all the way, that's cool. Bad niggas ever think I'm a fool, but I'm listening to you. So can relax, I need this show back. I tried on haze and I'm still coming back. I do this every day cause I'm pressing the fact. The facts of my life just 19 back. Turn to the toes, I needed to blow. Say she coming back and I swag that close. I don't need no girl to drip my soul. I just want the cash and I love about bro. Yeah, get it back. I got no friends and I'm still here relaxing. Online, I've got no facts on 10 for the 4 days and I'm working on something. Glitch to the eyes of my something. See, that's interesting. I don't really know what to say. I don't know what to do. Yeah, it's mainline.
Micro, we pulling strings like maestros. Walk tight roads with both eyes closed. Big bully on the micro. Cut your excess like lipo. Want smoke with us, you might choke. Boss talk for my dialogues. It's a celebration with a pyro. Been on the grind, it's been a long ride. 4 years and counting still rap. Don't.
What's up, you guys? I am back in the hotel room. I have been back here probably about an hour and a half. Let's do a little recap of this day. Honestly, I gotta think back because I feel like I've been going all day. So let's just start from, I guess, the beginning. So I feel like so much has happened and I gotta like gather my thoughts and everything. So I'm gonna try to remember everything. So first things first, this morning was I went to Ralph's Coffee. I talked a little bit about that. Love Ralph's, tasted really good. My vanilla iced latte. I feel like it was definitely worth the walk and definitely worth the money. Everyone there treated me really nice. Felt really cool. It didn't have, you know, like weird vibes that you can get from some places. But anyway, yeah, that went really well. The only thing was, I just wish I would have known that I could have ordered something at the table. Then I could have sat and ate there. And then after that, went through Central Park. Y'all saw a little bit of that. And yeah, pretty much just walked through so I can get a feel of what Central Park looked like. And, you know, it was raining, so I'm sure it's not the best portrayal of Central Park on a sunny day, but Central Park was cool. Came back here and got ready to go to, I can't remember the official name right now, but I will put it here. I went to the Summit building. That was actually pretty cool. I feel like it was definitely worth what I paid to go to it. The only thing, you guys, is that it was raining, so the clouds are out. So the clouds were obstructing the view through the glass, so I wasn't able to see the city views and all the buildings and all of that, but I still had a good time. I still got some good content, some good pictures, and I feel like it's a cool experience. If you are somebody who wants to get content, I would recommend bringing somebody with you so that you're not disappointed, because if you do bring out a tripod, they did say that that wasn't allowed, which I understand because you don't want people tripping and stuff like that. That was the explanation given to me, but there was somebody else there around the same time that I was there that got content for me and did stuff like that. But even if you're not going for content, you just want to take pictures with family or something like that, friends, that was a cool experience. Like, that is a place that I would love to go. You know, like if I just want to go out in the town at night, they have a sunset option, which does cost more, but you're able to see the views at sunset and stuff like that. Y'all, I wish I could have saw the views, but you know, we're not gonna make a big deal about it. Maybe I'll come back here and get to see the views. So y'all, we have a little story time. We got a little story time because I'm tired of people thinking they can play with me. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Now I know, you know, listening to me, maybe my voice sounds a little soft, sounds a little whatever. I understand. But I feel like sometimes people misjudge based off of the looks of things. Yes, I am classy. Yes, I keep it real cute. I keep it together. But baby, you will get checked. And you will get checked real quick. So when I was leaving the Summit experience, I walked about halfway because I was trying to get back so that I can meet my grandma to go do Tiffany's. The Blue Box Cafe, we had reservations at 3:45, and I knew that walking, I was gonna get to the hotel at like 3:25, so that leaves us 20 minutes to get to the Blue Box Cafe, which I had no idea how long it was gonna take us, although it's not far from the hotels. I don't even think it's half a mile from the hotel. So I see this man on one of the bike carts, carriages, whatever. So I asked him, y'all, straight up asked this man, how much is it for me to ride this cart back to the hotel? I already had my Google Maps pulled up because I was already using it to walk back to the hotel. So, which honestly, I probably should have just never even asked him because I still made it to the hotel at the same time. So he says it's 99 cents per minute. He looked at what I already had pulled up at Google Maps. It said like 14 minutes, but he was like, it should take about 10 minutes to get there. So I agree. 99 cents, 10 minutes, that's what? About $10. So to me, that wasn't a big deal. I'm trying to get back to the hotel. I'm already tired from walking. I mean, I could still walk. It wasn't a big deal, but I would have rather saved my energy. And then also, it was still kind of raining, starting to rain again. So I just wanted to preserve the hair, which the hair still standing, okay? And we were in rain. Hair still holding up. So, man, taking all these pictures, and I don't know if he got videos of me, but he took a real cute pictures of me, and I was just like taking pictures of the cart and everything. So going through the ride, y'all, I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast. I'm minding my business, having me a good old time. He playing music, asking me what music I want to listen to. I was like, whatever you have playing is fine. Like, I'm not somebody like I gotta change the playlist and all this and that. He was playing Pharrell. It wasn't a big deal for me. I'm like, this is fine. Just get me to my destination, y'all. So weaving the while I've been through traffic as expected. Get to the hotel. I'm about to get out the cart. I almost was about to ask him like, hey, could you get a video, like another video or whatever? Which honestly, I'm not a person who just like hands my phone out to any and everybody. You don't know people. And granted, yes, sometimes you do want pictures and videos, but I felt like he had already, you know, just volunteered like, hey, let me take you some pictures. Which before we even pulled off, see, I watch people and I see the little stuff. It's in the little things, y'all. You gotta look at the little things because they start to add up to big things. So before he even started taking the pictures, he started the timer. So that was what, probably like 30, probably 45 seconds at least, because he was clicking, baby. He was getting them pictures, which I can't be mad at because, you know, some of them was cute, but he made sure to start a timer before he even drove off. Okay, let's make that known. Mind you, I did not ask this man to take my pictures at first. He volunteered to do that. I asked him about the ride and I took pictures of the thing myself, and like I think I got like a video or something. So once I'm at the hotel and the ride is over, that's when I'm trying to ask him like, hey, can you get a video of the thing? The thing was really cute, to be honest, really cute. And the man is like, it's $70. So hold on. Hold on. Y'all, things started spinning for a second. Hold on. $70? Nah. You done told me back here at this place and I said that. I said $70? You told me it was 99 cents per minute. I've been on this thing for 10 minutes. So how is it now $70? Oh, no. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said it was $70. So I said, do you think I'm stupid? So I get off the cart. I'm standing facing this man, staring at this man in his eyes, because I want you to see my eyes. So I'm like, $70, that's not what we discussed. That's not what we talked about before I got on this cart and pulled off this thing. I said, $70 is not what I'm paying. I will pay you the 99 cents per minute, which you told me that I had to pay, but the $70 I'm not paying. And I said, I don't have cash on me right now, but because you just lied to my face, I don't even feel comfortable now giving you my digital information, because who knows now what you'll try to do if I send you the money through digital. So he's like, no. Then he changes the story. I feel like this man thought that I was just an idiot. So he goes, oh no, it was $10 for every minute. So some kind of way this man forgot how to count, because even if it was $10 for each minute, which I saw the timer, it had 10 minutes on it. I don't remember the other numbers, but I know I saw the 10-minute thing, the 10-minute mark on there. So even if it was $10 for every minute, that would have been $100, not $70. So you're just pulling numbers out the air at this point. You're just playing with me. You just think, you thought because I was posing all cute and stuff, and because I'm very well poised and put together, you just think I'm an idiot, don't you? I think that's what this is. And you see me riding by myself. So me and this man are literally going back and forth. So it's like 3 doormen sitting there staring at me. Me and the man on the thing are going back and forth. Because baby, I'm not giving you $7 because that's not what I agreed to. And you're not finna play me. You're not finna bully me out here on these New York streets. I get it. It's a hustle out here. I get it. That's what you know, you out here hustling. But I'm not the one that you about to hustle. So the man pulls out a lighter. Pulls out a lighter and lights the flame. Based off of what he was saying, it was kind of along the lines, I guess he was trying to scare me, that he was acting like he was gonna just light me up, light me on fire. Can't even explain. But I'm still right there. This is crazy. I'm still standing right there to let him know, if you want payment, I will go find me the nearest ATM. I will get you your $10. And y'all, the crazy part about it is I was gonna tip this man. In my head, the ride there, I'm like, oh, this is a pretty nice ride. I'm gonna tip this man. I let him know I was going to tip you, but now that you tried to play me, I'm not giving you any extra tip. This is why you're not going to prosper in life, because you're trying to get over on people. And then we're like continuing to go back and forth, and then eventually the man is like, you know what, forget the payment, with his little lighter out, forget the payment. And I'm assuming this has worked on other people before, that maybe other people have just given in and paid and went along with it. That wasn't finna fly with me. That wasn't gonna fly with me. I'm not gonna give an extra $60 when I didn't agree to it. If the ride originally was that price and I agreed to it, cool, I get it. But you're trying to play me. You're trying to play me out here in front of all these people. And I guess he was trying to take a picture of me or whatever. But baby, $70 is still not gonna happen. You can take as many pictures as you want, but you're not getting the $70. You could get your $10. So eventually the man leaves, because honestly, I didn't even have time for that. Like, the time that I spent arguing with that man, I should have been left to get to where I needed to go. So after all that, I don't even know if that story was important. Anyway, y'all, that is behind me, that little story time, so we can let that be. We can let that be the end of that. I then ended up going to Blue Box Cafe. It was pretty cool, pretty nice little experience if you want to have like a luxury lunch. And honestly, I felt like it was like most of the stuff that I saw, I felt like was like pretty much like most restaurants. I didn't feel like anything was like super overly priced. I ended up getting the burger and fries, and I was looking at getting a steak, but I felt like if you go to a nice restaurant at other places, the prices are pretty comparable depending on what you're getting. And then I got the Tiffany tea, which was pretty good. So if you wanted to do like the I guess I forgot what it's called, but basically it's like all the different tea sandwiches and stuff like that, the teas and stuff, that's a specific price, but I wasn't interested in that. I like food. I like eating and trying real food. After that, then I wanted to go to Louis Vuitton because I wanted to get a latte. And then, oh, I got that raspberry cheesecake. Y'all, I'm not even a big dessert fan as far as like cheesecake and stuff like that. I'll eat it here and there if I'm craving it. So I ended up getting the raspberry cheesecake. That was bomb. That cheesecake, and then the top of the cheesecake, it was like, it felt frozen, like it was like frozen sorbet, the red stuff at the top. And I asked what it was. He basically said that's what it was. And then the inner part, the cheesecake, it was worth every penny. We just went there and sat at the bar, so we didn't have reservations for Louis Vuitton. But if you plan on going there, I would recommend getting reservations ahead of time. We got there and the man was like, it'd probably be like a 2-hour wait to sit at the bar, like on the wait list. And then the lady was able to get us in. Like, she was like, it'll be 15 minutes, the next lady that saw us. So we were able to get in, I thank God. Because another 2 hours waiting at the hotel and then going back, I don't know if I was down for that. And then I wanted to go to Bulgari because I've been seeing the fragrances for a while now, and they just look like little candy wrappers to me, and I wanted to smell the fragrances. So I did stop there. And then yeah, y'all, I just came back to the hotel. So here I am, y'all. The day was pretty good. Even with the whole, situation, the day was pretty good. And yeah, I am about to go back out again because I want to get a slice of pizza. I haven't had any pizza here in New York, and I just want to see if it tastes any different than back home, because I know that's a big thing here. So I'm about to go to, I believe it's called Pop's Pizza. It's down this street. And then I'm going to get back in the hotel, and tomorrow will be another full day. So yeah, y'all, I hope I cover everything in this rundown. I will check in with y'all tomorrow.
Time. Told my mama we gon' be alright. Told my brothers you shine, we shine. Know your success won't dim my light. Know that we bless every day we alive. Put doubt as the rest, see the shoes ain't mine. Living by true words, I will survive. Face my fears, embrace my people. Stay real in a room full of evil. Rather be me than another feel ego. Go ape like Keith and Ego. Shooting for the stars. And
good morning, y'all. It is the next day, Saturday. The pizza I had last night was so good. That was some good pizza. Just want to put that in there. But as far as plans today, I'm about to head out to the Brooklyn Bridge, catch an Uber there, and just look and get some pictures and videos and stuff. I will say that has been one of the places that the people that live here, like the people that have been driving me around in Uber, a lot of people have actually said to go visit there. One thing I have noticed when I traveled, like the locals are pretty honest as far as like different touristy spots. Like if a place is not worth the hype, they'll be honest. But people have been saying go to the Brooklyn Bridge that actually live here. So I'm going to go check out the Brooklyn Bridge. Then I'm going to go try to see if I can get brunch somewhere. And then my next plans after that are to do perfume making. And then after that, I have a boat tour booked. So I'm gonna head out, y'all. I just wanted to give you a quick itinerary. And I'm hoping that everything flows and it just goes well.
with clips, Lord willing, I'ma take that risk. Now I'm in and I'ma make that hit. Got a chip on my shoulder and I'm cashing it in. We do it with major, you micro. We pulling strings like maestros. Walk tight roads with both eyes closed. Big bully on the micro. Cut your excess like lipo. One smoke with us, you might choke. Boss talk for my dialogues. It's a celebration with a pyro. Never asked for no handouts, just wanna respect and fat mouse. Karma collects those dodging debts, so I took the road that they travel less. John Tate Porter, I bet on myself. Need me, my fix accumulated my wealth. Obtuse fellas get acute with the angles. Bad news bearer, hit 'em with a boo hammer. I ain't with a BS, believe that. I done cracked the code and I ain't talking no CS. They don't wanna see us loud and clear. Thought we said no losers, who allowed them here? Coming for the top, had to remind my peers. Cried a couple times, but I never dropped tears. But of the jokes, those I laugh in the rear. Master my craft, now let's crack a few beers, cause we do it major, you micro. We pulling strings like maestros. Walk tight roads with both eyes closed. Big bully on the micro. Cut your excess like lipo. One smoke with us, you might choke. Boss talk for my dialogues. It's a celebration with a pyro. This is celebration, 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 this is celebration.
So I just ate. That food was really good from Brooklyn Bridge Bistro. I am currently waiting for my Uber to take me to Olfactory NYC so I can go do this perfume making, and then after that I have a tour left. So far I feel like the day has been full, like it's been good. I don't even know if it's the best idea to go to Olfactory considering that I have been sneezing and my nose has been draining for like the past hour since being outside by the bridge and everything. So hopefully I can still smell everything and get an idea of what the perfume will actually smell like. So this boat tour is basically just going to take me, well, and everybody else that paid for it, to go see the Statue of Liberty and I guess like any surrounding areas. Honestly, y'all, I had like a little allergy attack, so I had to go to the store and get some allergy medicine and a nasal decongestant, so I'm kind of not feeling it, but you know, I'm already out here, so I'm just gonna get through it and then go with the next thing. After I leave the boat ride, I think I'm just gonna go get some coffee from Ralph's again, and then probably go back to the hotel. It's just been a lot going on. Catching Ubers, going from place to place, allergies. Y'all, my nose has been draining like crazy. But yes, here for the views.
Acting like it's nothing. Know you wanna talk, but something got you stuck in. Could it be the way that I walk, how I'm stunting? You don't gotta say it, but I know that you love it. This is just the way that I ride, yeah, I run this. I ain't doing business for free, I need money. The type of things I like ain't cheap, I need honeys. The way that I be starting on beats is cool runnings. Hey, hey, you know what time it is. When I'm knocking down these shots, show what silence is. They always have something to say, now I don't hear a sound. I guess they learn they shouldn't play when I come around. They face it, they basic. I've been at it for a minute, got more stress than K-Swiss. I can never get enough, no time to be complacent.
Hey y'all, I am back in the room. Y'all, this has been a long day. It is probably like 6 o'clock now, I want to say. It may be later, I don't know. Honestly, I have not looked at the clock. I just been going and going and going to get everything done. But I am tired. My feet hurt. But I have accomplished all the itinerary that I wanted to get done today. I did on the walk back from Ralph's. I went through Central Park and then I just got a mug. I used to buy shot glasses whenever I travel somewhere, and I just randomly started buying mugs now because I don't use the shot glasses. I mean, they're small enough to where I don't have to necessarily use them. I could just keep them in like a storage place. But I have started to do the mugs because I actually drink out of the mugs. Like I drink tea, coffee, and stuff like that. So it's not, you know, I actually feel like I'm getting some use out of the things that I'm buying. I have found also that a lot of the clothes that I buy when I travel, like as far as like the t-shirts, the souvenir type t-shirts and sweaters and stuff, I don't wear those when I do buy them. So to me, it's not really worth getting those when I do travel. Side note, the man from yesterday, I was walking down the street and he passed by me. Nothing happened, y'all. Nothing was gonna happen. He just looked straight ahead, so he didn't have to look at me. But yeah, other than that was the only drama of this trip, and I'm thankful because I wasn't looking for no drama. But you know, overall New York has been good, very fast paced, and a lot to do. If you are living in the city area of New York, I feel like in order to be able to comfortably like get around, like as far as not having to walk everywhere and being able to drive and get Ubers and all this stuff, just based off of what I've spent on the places that I've gone in like 2 days, 2.5 days, you either need to be rich, you need to be wealthy, or you need to be fit and like walking and riding your bike and getting around. Like I feel like back home, this is unheard of. This is unheard of. I didn't mind the walking. I felt like I was making up for the workouts that I missed this week, so that I didn't mind that. But as far as like living in a place where I have to do that much walking, I don't know if I could do it. I mean, I guess if I had to do it, I had no choice, I could do it, but it was a lot. And I only went to a few places. And I guess because I'm traveling, you know, it's kind of different than what the normal feel of living in a place like this would be. But yeah, I have loved New York so far, and yeah, it's just so different. it's a lot going on. It's definitely a lot going on in New York. If you're watching this and you are from New York, or you have been to New York and like know about New York, something that I have noticed is that all of the Uber and Lyft drivers have like cameras in their car back home. In other places I've traveled, that hasn't been a thing. And then like a couple of the cars had like these notices on it about, technically just without saying the actual words, I don't know if you know YouTube policies and stuff, but basically talking about not beating up the Uber driver, like that is a crime. So is that a thing here? Like, you know, do people here just like beat up the Uber and Lyft drivers for whatever reason? I don't know what reasons, but the fact that there's cameras in every car that I've been in, and the fact that a driver had to have a notice on his car about that, what's going on? Is this just like, you know, I mean, I get it, the culture is different here, but is that just what goes down here? So let's quickly talk about Olfactory NYC. That was a fun experience, cute experience. I feel like if you want to come and not feel rushed, definitely I would recommend making an appointment. I had to be on the wait list, and during the time that I was on the wait list, I just went to go get some allergy medicine. I walked and came back. So by the time I came back, I was able to make my perfume. They do have a lot of options. I personally I saw before even coming that they had a pistachio smell, and I've been loving pistachio scents lately. So my fragrance has pistachio and 2 other ingredients. I don't remember them. I don't remember what she said they were. Not ingredients, 2 other main scents. I don't remember what she said they were. I just know during the test it smelled good. So it was a pretty easy process. I picked out my main scent, and then she did like little test sections with the additions to the main scent on my arms. I had to go outside and smell it and decide which one was my favorite. So the scent that I made, I feel like it kind of reminds me of the Kayali pistachio fragrance, but to me it's just stronger, and it does have different notes, I'm pretty sure, but it just kind of gives me a feel kind of for if I can, you know, kind of compare it to something, what I feel like it gives for me. Very rich, very cozy, very yummy, very sweet. If you watch my videos, you should know by now. If you watch my fragrance videos at least, I love a good sweet perfume. Not sweet to where it's like childish, but I just love sweet perfume. I don't like too many flowers, too much. Too much for me, and I don't really like, depending on what it is, like too many musk and spicy scents. That's not really my thing. But yeah, I like the edible smelling scent. But yes, my experience was good. I would just say if you're not really a fragrance person, because of the price, well, I guess because it's factoring the experience in your fragrance, I would just say because of the price, just make sure that it's something that you really want to do. But other than that, I had a good time, y'all. I think for the most part, this trip is done. I don't even feel like walking back on Times Square. I did kind of contemplate going back out there and seeing what's going on, but it's Saturday night. I know it's gonna be a lot going on. It's already been a lot going on the last 2 nights that I was here, so I think the rest of tonight is going to be dinner at a restaurant. I don't know which restaurant, but it's probably going to be Italian, and then tomorrow early flight, so I'll probably end up leaving this hotel at like 3 a.m. for a 5 o'clock flight. I don't know if we should leave earlier, but right now in my head, 3 a.m. sounds about right. All right, y'all, it's time to head out for dinner. If you're interested in what is for dinner, we are about to go to Angelo's Coal Oven Pizza. I just really want some Italian food, and I saw that they have Alfredo, and that looked like the best restaurant that's out here. So
Tryna hate when I'm just tryna make this, hey, hey. And it ain't nothing new. Might get me coming for your spot, don't get too comfortable. Remember times when I ain't having now my hunt is blue. Thought I was running out of options, but it's another move. Thought you would figure how to stop me, cause it's audible. Feel like the coldest out the city, more than Molly moves. And I ain't following no orders, I'm above the rules. Yeah, you should've already known I'm not them other dudes. Stack it up like Lunchables. I ain't never running out of slots, I got a bunch of those. Thought that it was over, I dropped 50 like I'm Derrick Rose. These numbers don't come through with surprise, they just like there you go. Taking off like where'd he go? No, I can't lie, no, it's mentira, it's in serio. No, I can't roll unless it's last about that stereo. No, I can't hold you when I lock and it gets scary though.
Alright y'all, I'm back at the hotel. I am about to end this vlog. I thank you so much for watching. I had an amazing time in New York with the walking, with the eating, with the sightseeing, and yes, I have an early flight in the morning, so I need to leave the hotel around 3 o'clock. So I need to go pack, take my shower and everything, and I'm about to get in the bed. So thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.
Hey, you know what time it is. When it's no moment with somebody than reality. How you gon' make it, you ain't willing to take money risk. You gotta spend money to make money, it's common sense. See, y'all just playing, I be coaching like I'm Popovich. But when I ball, I'm knocking shots down like Stojakovic. Yeah, I do it big every time, I don't know moderate. And I ain't tryna hear on talk about who the hottest is. And it ain't nothing new. Might get me coming for your spot, don't get too comfortable. Remember times when I ain't having now my hunters blue. Thought I was running out of options, but it's another move. Thought you would figure how to stop me, cause it's audible. Feel like the coldest out the city, more than Molly moves. And I ain't following no orders, I'm above the rules. Yeah, you should've already known I'm not them other dudes. And it ain't nothing new. Might get me coming for your spot, don't get too comfortable. Remember times when I ain't having